Have you ever wondered what the difference is between somebody who has the life they want and those who are nowhere freaking near it? I'm gonna tell you right here, it comes down to one simple thing, and that is habits. Successful and rich people have certain habits and do certain things that unsuccessful and poor and unhappy people don't do. So in this video, I'm gonna be going through 7 different ways that you guys can stay broke and unhappy and poor if that's the life you choose. Obviously, if you're a smart person, you'd look at this and be like, well, if that's the first thing on how to stay broke, then I'm gonna do just the exact opposite of that, and perhaps it's actually gonna make you rich. So let's get into it. So the first thing I would do if I wanted to stay completely and utterly broke and unhappy, I would surround myself with people who are broke and unhappy. Look, there's no more argument about it that you are the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with, okay? There's been countless studies and evidence done by researchers and scientists at Harvard University, Stanford University, so many tests done on the power of one's environment and what it has actually on us. But down to just the simple thing of literally we have 5 senses, and through those 5 senses, we pick up everything that's happening around us, and we'll contextualize that and create our own internal representation of what we think is happening inside the world. Through our internal representation, it's going to create thoughts and feelings and emotions and then behavior. So if you surround yourself with 5 people who are broke and unhappy and complain and blame and justify and talk shit about everybody else and are a victim to society, guess what's going to happen? You're going to think it's normal to also do that as well. Because based off your environment, you're going to think that's the way things have been done around here, and you're going to keep doing that. There was a study done by, the longest ever study by psychologists at Harvard University, actually. And what they realized is, over time, that we will actually eventually pick the wrong answer to a study, okay, just in order for us to fit in with the group that are around us. So what they did, they put a group of people in a room, and they made them all pick an answer, but they told the actors to pick the wrong answer. And every single time the new person would come in, and he saw that everybody else was picking the wrong answer, eventually he started to also choose the wrong answer because it was more important for him to fit in to his community than it was for him to actually stand out and be right and go after what he actually wanted. So if you're looking for how you can stay broke and unhappy this year, keep hanging around people who are broke and unhappy because you'll probably come up just like them as well. Number 2 is to think that you know absolutely everything in the world. So if you want to stay absolutely broke and unhappy, keep going around thinking that you know everything and that there's nothing else for you to actually learn. You see, it sounds stupid when I say it, but a lot of people, and you probably even know someone who does it, they go through life and they've got no idea about how to do relationships, no idea how to be happy, no idea how to make money, no idea how to do any of the important things in this world, and then they just go and use their own gut instincts to try and figure it out. Really? Is that how you learned to speak English or to do maths? Or is that how you learned how to read? Did you just use your own gut instincts? Or did you actually have a teacher, someone teaching you how to advance that next level of life? You see, just because they only put 12 years of school, quite honestly, most of them are pretty fucking shit anyway. Just because they put 12 years of school doesn't mean you should stop learning after grade 12. I've learned way more in the past, literally probably 1 or 2 years than I learned in my whole first 12 years of school alone, okay? So as Jim Rohn said it best, that a traditional education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. So if you want to stay broke and unhappy, pretend like you know everything and there's nothing else for you to learn, and sure enough, you won't learn anything else, and you may not even learn how to actually become rich. Number 3 is stay in your comfort zone. Just stay there, because it's super nice, it's super comfortable, it's super easy, right? The thing with the comfort zone is it's really comfortable. And it's really exciting to stay there, okay? But I like to think of it more so like the familiar zone. So if you find yourself in the familiar zone more often than you like, maybe you get to ask yourself the question, when's a good time for you to jump out of the familiar zone and do something that's a little bit unknown for you? Dive into the uncomfortable zone. Because we all know that every single new area of growth in your life is going to require a new version of you. But you can't expand into the new version of you if you stay in what's comfortable. Just like going to the gym. If you go to the gym and you want to get super jacked, get massive biceps, you need to actually put those muscles under stress, under tension. You need to push their comfort zone because it's very comfortable for them to stay just nice and calm where they are, right? But if you put them under some stress, under some pressure, and you break them, they're going to rebuild stronger than what they actually are. So every single time you leave your comfort zone, you actually come back with a greater understanding and a greater level of self-trust. And the more self-trust you have, the more successful you actually become in this world. Because everything about success, life, business, entrepreneurship, relationships, dating, anything requires you to take more risk, levels of more uncertainty than you've ever had before. That's why they reap a bigger reward. So if you want to stay super broke, stay in your comfort zone. Do what's normal. Do what's average. Because guess what? Everyone else who is really broke and unhappy and mediocre, they stay in their comfort zone. So if you want to be just like them, just do that. But if you want to be super happy and successful and create an extraordinary life for yourself, maybe try to step outside the comfort zone every so often. Maybe once a day. Give that a crack. Number 4 is to don't invest into anything. Don't invest, period. Just don't invest. Make money, save it, because that is how you'll get rich. No, right? But do not, if you want to stay broke and unhappy, you will not invest in anything. You're not invest in the business. You will not invest in shares, stocks. You will not invest in education. You will not invest in yourself, which is the number one asset, right? There's a difference between a liability and an asset. A liability is something that you spend money on, and then it just takes more and more and more money, like a shitty car, like a boat, right? Things like this, typical liabilities. But if you spend money into an asset is something that when you put money into it, the asset will actually produce more money, like real estate, right? Some people out there these days are even investing in Rolexes, watches and stuff like that because they're actually assets as well. They'll increase in value over time. So when we're talking about assets, you are the number one asset out of every single asset in the world. So wouldn't it make sense for you to actually invest into yourself before you invest in anything else? Because you may be sitting here thinking, well, Morgan, I don't invest in anything, and that's because I don't know how to invest. And that's so fine. If you don't know how to invest, go and buy a book that teaches you on how to invest. Go and buy a course of someone that teaches you how to become an investor. Go and do a real estate course. Go do a stock course. Go do something like that so you can actually learn the skill set required to actually obtain the results that you want. But then it comes down to actually investing in yourself. So the first thing you should always be investing in is in you. But not if you want to stay broke and unhappy. Don't invest in anything at all. What's up, Dream Nation? Have you ever wondered how far ahead your life would have already been if you had got access to this type of content at a younger age? Look, this is why I need your help. I'm trying to build the number one personal development platform out there to teach you guys the tips, tricks, and attitude of what it takes to live your dream life and to bring the type of education that we all wish we had in school. This show only grows by word of mouth and new subscribers, so it would mean the world to me if you could smash that subscribe button right now, leave us a 5-star written review or drop a comment below and share this episode with a friend. I would be forever grateful. All right, now let's get back into this episode. Number 5 is you spend all of your money buying stupid shit to impress people who you don't even really like in hope that you'll get their validation back from it, right? So I see so many people out there actually going, like, the most stupidest thing is I see so many people wearing design label shit that they should not be wearing design label. And I'm not here to judge or anything, but if someone makes $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, and then they're dressed in Louis, or they're wearing a $5,000 Louis Vuitton bag, it's just dumb. Why are you doing that? Why do you take the money, invest it? Take that money, build a side hustle. Take the money, start getting your health in order. Take the money, start doing anything other than buying a stupid fucking bag to try to impress people who you don't even really like. How do I know you don't like them? It's because if you really did like them, you wouldn't care what they thought of you. If they were a genuine person, if they were a good person, you would not care what they thought of you. But if you want to stay super broke, go keep spending all your money, go and buying stupid shit that means nothing to you, means nothing to anybody else, just in hope that you'll get their validation. But once again, if you don't want to stay broke, do the opposite of that. Take your money, go buy stuff for you. If you want to go to a nice restaurant, for you, you go there. If you want to buy that Louis Vuitton bag for you because you love the feeling of a luxury handbag, then go for it. I just know that a lot of people are doing it just so they can try and show off on social media and play a part of someone who they're actually not. Number 6, and this one especially for the dudes, the young dudes especially. If I want to stay super broke and unhappy, I would sit around my house all day and watch porn all day long and play video games. I would have no desires, no goals, no ambitions in life, and the only thing I would devote my life to is clocking the next game and watching porn all day long. Guys, seriously, right? Like this is just a massive dopamine rush. And because it's so accessible, it's so easy to get. We can get on porn, boom, sparks that dopamine. Get on a game. We have to have any responsibilities outside. We don't have to talk to anybody. We just sit inside, we play a game. We get this external validation through this game, for these other resources, instead of actually just going out there and creating a life that's purposeful, okay? Creating a life that's actually purposeful, a reason to wake up every single day. So if you're looking for a way that you can stay super broke and unhappy, then I would definitely spend a lot of my days just watching porn and just playing video games, and I would have no goals, no ambitions, and I would not pursue my purpose. But of course, if you're not looking to have that lifestyle, I would get super clear on what is the reasons you wake up every single day. What is your mission? What is your purpose? What is your true north in life? We teach this at the Dream Out Loud method, right? What is your true north in life, and how can you build a life by design around that thing? So every single day you wake up, you're living on purpose with passion, and that in itself excretes enough dopamine to excite the shit out of you to get up off your ass and actually get things happening in your life. Number 7 is I would eat shitty food and not work out. Plain simple. I would drink alcohol every single day. I would take drugs every single day. I would listen to what the doctors told me about my illnesses, and I would take any drugs that they prescribed me, and then I'd go out to weekends and I'd buy more drugs, and I would go out to McDonald's and Burger King and get dirty kebab every single weekend. And they're the things that I would do. I would not wake up and have a healthy breakfast. I would not wake up and take vitamins and nootropics, and I would not hit the gym at all. I'd just turn to a big sack of shit. That's what I would do if I wanted to stay super broke and unhappy. But what does your health have anything to do with you being rich and happy, apart from everything? But the biggest thing is this. We have more serotonin produced in our gut than we do our brain. Serotonin is the chemical that actually gets released that makes us feel good, makes us feel happy, actually makes us feel confident, okay? Serotonin is an incredible drug, but more of it is produced inside of your gut and travels up the biggest nerve in our entire body called the vagus nerve from your gut up into your brain. So if you're putting really shitty health into your body, if you're putting shitty food, drugs, alcohol, all these sorts of things, it's not going to create a very good gut health for you, okay? It's going to make it harder to produce serotonin. It's going to make it harder for you to actually feel naturally happy and healthy on a daily basis. This is why people become depressed, because it often starts with a diet. Not all the time. But however, if I've met someone who's clinically depressed, okay, more times than not, their diet is absolutely shocking. And if they would just clean up their diet a little bit, they would actually start to produce more serotonin and actually naturally feel happier, because you're not programmed to feel depressed and unhappy. You're programmed to actually feel incredible. You're programmed to feel to survive, to get you through. So your body's going to produce enough hormones for you to feel confident, capable, and certain to flight or fight in any situation you need to. Everything else we do to our body is actually just crushing that down. So I would eat heaps of shit food, drink alcohol, and take drugs, and I would not go to the gym. I would not have a gym routine. I would not have an actually healthy, strict routine where I'm disciplined and I stay in shape, because another thing that working out does, it actually releases more chemicals called these endorphins, which make you feel even more happier. I don't know about you, but I've never, ever, ever left a gym workout and felt unhappy. Every time I finish a workout, I feel good. I feel happy. I feel satisfied. So if you're actually wanting to create a life that's happy and successful, maybe get a diet that's pretty good as well, and have some sort of steady, healthy, happy gym routine that you like as well. And number 8 for a bonus one is this. Don't commit to things. Just do one thing and then another and another and another and another and another and another, and just get super distracted. Let all the shiny objects around you just distract the shit out of you, and don't commit to anything. Don't let your word actually become something meaningful. Don't do that if you want to stay broke and unhappy, right? Because what I see a lot of broken and unhappy people do is they try one thing and then another and another and another and another, because they didn't hit it straight away, because they didn't nail it straight away, because they didn't become an overnight millionaire straight away, because they weren't as successful as they'd like to be in the first 72 hours. They give up and they quit. But every single successful person I've met is they've kept going even when the time's been shit. They've kept going when it didn't feel like it was working for them. They kept going long enough. They stuck at the game long enough to learn the skill set, learn the mindset, and to develop the habits and the behavior that's required to actually achieve the results that they want. You see, the thing with this is you literally can have every single thing you want in this world if you're willing to do 2 things. Every single day, you work on your mindset and your skill set that's required for you to obtain this result. That's it. You can have every single thing you want. If you're going to look at the end result and go, well, what sort of skill set do they acquire? What sort of mindset do they acquire? And how can I acquire that and become the best in the freaking game at it? So that's it, guys. Now you have it. Obviously, all my content all the time is actually helping you guys create a successful life. So I just want to make sure I can, really hit all the people out there and make sure if there's some people out there that maybe they want to stay really broke and unhappy. And maybe that's their own goal. They're like, hey, Morgan, I want to be super broke and super unhappy by the end of my life. So how do I do it? So this video is for you, obviously. But if you're a smart cookie and you're like, I don't want that life, then take all these 8 things and just do the exact opposite. And guess what? You'll have an incredible, rich, and happy life. So if that's someone like you, then I invite you to actually come and join us and be part of our circle. One thing I've got is the Elite Mastermind, and this is a 12-month community. 12-month community with people where I literally mentor you in your early stages of entrepreneurship and in life. And it's about coming to this community with everybody else where you can literally mastermind with people to come in and create the most extraordinary life you possibly can in the next 12 months. We also do a heap of cool events and mastermind events online and in person. This year, we've got our one coming up here in Bali, Indonesia. It's going to be amazing. Everybody's flying in for it. So if you want to be part of a mentorship, a proper mastermind community, and you're literally ready to level up the game and create the most extraordinary life for yourself, then I want to invite you to come and be a part of the mastermind. This is an application-only process because we do not let everybody in. So if you want to be a part of it, send me a message on Instagram at Morgan T. Nelson on Instagram. Mention this video and then just comment the word elite. And I'm going to send you an application so you can fill it out. If you get accepted, me and you will jump on a one-on-one call together to see if you're a fit for the community, and we'll go from there. But if you're accepted, I cannot wait to celebrate your success. If not, we've got so many other incredible resources that you guys can get for free out here to help you get to where you need to be in order to join the mastermind. But guys, if you got value from this episode, if you got values from this, do the thing, like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share this with your people so you can help more people stay really broke and really unhappy. Obviously, you want to help them become really rich and happy, okay? Share this out there if you got value, guys. And apart from that, I'll see you on the next episode. I love and appreciate you all. Go out there and dream out loud.